We now return to Motor City Burning, a special presentation of WILS News.
By late Monday, firefighters from Detroit and 35 surrounding communities were also nearing their breaking point. 617 alarms were in the riot areas on Monday, compared to 209 the day before. Fires that were normally fought by 150 men now can only be fought by 10 or 12. In addition, incidents of sniper fire were on the rise all over the city. Howard Becker, a retired National Guard colonel, who was a captain in 1967, explained the madness that ensued when he and his troops were deployed to protect a firefighter team.
The fire department would pull in. They would have their hoses all on a truck, but the firemen would run the hoses out and then attach them to a hydrant and attach the hydrant through a pressure system so they could reach great distances with the water. And the snipers would shoot at them. And so in 2 or 3 cases that I witnessed, the battalion commanders would tell them to get in that truck and get out of here. Well, they didn't detach the hoses. They just took off. And when they come to the end of the hose, of course, snapped, and there's hoses flying all over the place because of the pressure of the water. And so our guys were left there with, here's these hoses flying all around the area, smashing out windows and everything else. So then we started getting shot at.
Back on the east side, J.D. Ross, his brother and cousin, had moved in to loot the auto parts store. They had devised a lookout plan for the guard. They were also about to get a lesson in mortality.
After we knocked this window out, I told my brother, I said, look, you get on the roof. And I said, they said you can hear them trucks, or you can see them, or you can hear them. When you hear, you hit on this roof and let us know. Because we ain't going to be, they coming down the alley, they coming down the street, I don't know where they come. So we was up there, we knocked that window out. We did good because, no window was up there, no glass that could have fell on us or something, so we standing up. I'm thinking of it now, it's crazy. It was totally crazy, man. It's just by the grace of God, that's it. So we sitting in the window, we got these fan belts on our arm, we just standing there like that, me and my cousin, people pulling up. What you got? What you need? Oh, some spark plugs. Okay, you come and get it. Just hand them to me. I'll tell you if they right, because they didn't want to go in there and be stealing themselves. We had it. That's what I want. What you want for? What you got? Give it to us. We were selling it out. We broke in both of the pop machines. Got all that money. Now, I think that's the first sagging. That's when we sagged. We were sagging back then because the money was in our pocket and was pulling our stuff down. I can remember that. I said, man, I can't keep my pants up. I kept telling my cousin. He said, yeah, we're going to have to get ready to go back and unload this money. So we standing up there, all of a sudden I hear, drop it, we got to go. Wasn't no hesitation. We had already heard they were shooting. We say, we got to get out of here. So me and my cousin, we dropped. We going through the back of it. As we going out, these older people are coming right behind us. It was 2 women and it was a woman and 2 men. They were coming in behind us. No sooner than we got out that back door, we heard someone say, halt! And when I heard that, I just hit the dirt, me and my cousin. And we heard, and that's the only time. I mean, now I'm just like, being on the dirt is not low enough. I want to climb in it. I want to see how can I get in. I want to get further down in it. I kept saying, I was pressing my face in this dirt so far. I was just scared. I was just holding on to dirt. He was holding on. I was holding. We had just had dirt in our hands on the ground like that. And so we were just shaking, So they came out. The woman came out screaming. And the other guy came out behind her. Now this guy comes out. And I'm looking from the dirt because I can see him coming out. And we still holding it like that. And I'm looking to see him. And he comes out holding his stomach. Like he had to use the bathroom. So I'm like, man, he got to use the bathroom. So he was like, And then he walked towards the alley. And we kept looking at him as he was walking. And then he just dropped. He just dropped. It just, like all life just went out of him. He just dropped. Boom. And it hit so solid on that concrete. And it was so hot. Concrete was hot. And I kept saying, man, he gonna burn up on that right there. So we go over there, we finally get up. I don't know what, man, I to this day, I'm thinking about it right now, and I'm just having flashes with this stuff, because I don't know why, you can imagine, I imagine my kids was doing this. I don't know if them guys came in, and wanted to shoot some more. What? But we get up and go back to the alley, and I never forget it, man. His name was Robert. I didn't know him. I just never forgot the name, because she kept saying, Robert, 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 can you hear me? And he just, you could see life leaving him. I could see it. But when he opened up, he only had a little speck. It was a perfect round speck of blood right here in his gut. But his back was blown up. You could tell it was a big hole. I didn't want to move him. I knew it just didn't look good. So they called the ambulance. We was out there, man. It was 2 hours before they came. And then the ambulance didn't come. It was a police car. And they just had the light flashing, no siren. They were doing like 15 miles an hour, 10 miles an hour. So they just came up there and didn't administer any first aid. I think he was gone by then. They just came, got him, threw him in there, just took off. So when I saw that, my cousin, we said, Mom, I'm out, man, let's go. We went back upstairs and we just stayed there and count all that money. We just kept counting. I'm just like, man, I'm not going out there no more. I'm through with it. I don't want it. I'm through.
The man J.D. Ross saw die was 34-year-old Robert Beal, the 12th official fatality of the riot. If things were not bad enough in the city at this point, July 24th provided another episode in how politics can make a disastrous situation even worse. Join us beginning tomorrow at 5 p.m. as we explore the political mess between Michigan and Washington, D.C., as our WILS News special presentation, Motor City Burning, continues.